Welcome back. New evidence tonight of the foreclosure fallout. We're hearing that more squatters are moving into empty homes in the valley. News 3's Gerard Romalo has been covering this issue for months. And Gerard, now constables are actually using the term serial squatters.
Well, that's what they are, Jim. They basically break into homes and live there rent-free until eventually they are evicted, but that can often take months. The squatters know when a home is abandoned and when it's about to go into foreclosure. That information, of course, is all public record, and that's how they know when to move in. We first exposed the problem back in February when neighbors in this Summerlin community contacted us about a group of young men living in this foreclosed home. Now we've learned the problem is widespread. Criminals taking advantage of the troubled Las Vegas housing market thanks to loopholes in the law.
They're serial squatters. They're professionals. There's a group of professional squatters that seem to know last-minute information with regards to the houses they move into.
Our investigation discovered several of the men featured in this YouTube rap video were living illegally in that Summerlin home. Among them, a guy who calls himself Jay Reddy. Here's Jay Reddy's car parked right in the garage. Eventually, after nearly 6 months, they were finally ordered by the court to leave.
If they know how to play the system, they can stay in there for a long, long time.
And that's what authorities believe Jay Reddy and his crew were doing, playing the system. By law, only the owner of a property can initiate an eviction. If squatters break in during a pending foreclosure, it could take months, even years, before they're kicked out. After our February story aired, we received countless calls of similar stories. Then last week, another one. This time, the caller telling us they spotted Jay Reddy's car parked outside this abandoned property, also in Summerlin. I knocked on the door, and though I could hear people inside, they refused to answer. Neighbors tell me a group of guys and girls moved into the abandoned home a few weeks ago.
We've noticed 3 or 4 people come in and out of that back door, and we also noticed that the car was parked in front of the house, which was strange, being that they were never in the garage area.
I did manage to track down the legal owner who admits she's allowing the property to foreclose, but says she's never leased it to anyone. We told police about it, and they did go out to the home to check for themselves, but say the occupants showed them a lease, which means for now they're allowed to stay. We could not confirm if the occupants include Jay Reddy and Company, but the MO is exactly the same. And until laws are changed, authorities say squatters will continue to take advantage, living rent-free, often destroying properties, and paying little or no consequences. Now, sometimes the squatters claim they are the victims, that they were sold a phony lease, and that's why these things often get tied up in court with appeals, etc. In this case, the owner we contacted still technically owns the property. It hasn't gone to the bank yet, which means she may be able to start the eviction process and get them out within about 30 days. Jim?